Welcome back to Hannity. All right, very important question. Did the Obama administration pass up an opportunity to kill the ISIS leader al-Baghdadi? Now, my next guest claims that back in 2011, that the U.S. military had a major chance to kill or capture al-Baghdadi, but the bureaucracy put in place by the Obama administration let him get away. And this week, we're reminded of the brutality of ISIS. Now, of course, Memory has released a new ISIS video which shows a chilling execution being carried out by children. Joining us now to explain more, the author of the brand new book, Drone Warrior and Elite Soldiers, Inside Account of the Hunt for America's Most Dangerous Enemies, Brett Velicovich is with us.
Thanks for having me, Sean.
All right, look, this is important. So there was a chance to get al-Baghdadi. Okay, one of the top ISIS people at the time. You guys know where he is. You have no doubt you can take him out. No doubt you can capture the guy. And you got a stand-down order. Why?
Well, Sean, it wasn't so much a stand-down order, but let me give you a little bit of information about, at the time, what was going on. At the time, it was my job to hunt down some of the most senior leaders within the Islamic State. And we're talking about some of the most evil human beings on the planet, folks that are here, you know, coming after Americans, looking to hurt Americans on our soil. And what's going to surprise a lot of people about what they read in my book is just how close we brought the Islamic State of Iraq to the brink of extinction. And at the time, when I was doing this, al-Baghdadi was maybe 4 or 5 in the organization. He wasn't the top leader, but when he popped up on our radar, we just saw how close this guy was to the top and how very quickly he rose through the ranks. And so when we hunted Baghdadi, we actually used him originally to kill the original 2 leaders of the Islamic State, which allowed him to fill this leadership gap and eventually take over number 1. Say that again?
Okay, so, and the 2 leaders that you got are?
They were Abu al-Mazri and another individual named al-Baghdadi as well at the time. Abu Umar al-Baghdadi. But at the time, you know, again, Baghdadi was the number 4 or 5 in the organization, so he was able to take on the ranks and really have the opportunity to bring ISIS into what he is today.
So what happened when you identified, located him, were ready to take him out or capture him? What happened?
Well, the rules of warfare had changed, so that's what happened. When the teams had actually located Baghdadi and pinpointed him to a house on the ground, by that time, U.S. troops had been told to get out of Iraq. They had been told to leave. And so typically a raid that would have occurred that same night by an assault force, a team of special forces guys going in there to extract a target from a compound, they then had to essentially wait 2 weeks for the call to be made to allow these guys to go in, and by that time he was gone. Baghdadi doesn't stay anywhere for 2 weeks, and so that's essentially what happened because of these new rules of engagement that had taken place where U.S. troops were told to leave.
And now, as a result of these rules of engagement, now this madman, you know, cold-hearted, brutal killer is on the loose, and we could have taken him out.
Well,
that's
look,
a fact?
you see what ISIS is done today. I mean, at this time, we were going after these guys before really anyone necessarily cared about them, and we were taking out them constantly because we knew, a small group of people in our organization knew how bad these guys were. And so you saw what they did where they came back into Mosul and basically took over.
Well, number one, thank you for all your hard work. Thank you for your dedication. It's sad that this happened. All the rules of engagement, all the guys that have been arrested for protecting their platoons and put in jail in some cases, it's outrageous. Thanks for being with us. Appreciate you telling your story.
Thanks for having me, Sean.
Well,